Oh, what's this? Is that an active exhaust? Oh, yeah it is.
Welcome to Motornetics. David here just got his hands on the 2015 Porsche Cayman GTS, and he legally tore a hole through the road with it.
A lot of fun with it. It was really cool car to drive.
So like use one word just to describe the whole experience.
Loud. And not in the sense, I know it's just one word, but not in the sense of volume, but in the sense of just attention. I drove a yellow Porsche. Loud. I'm gonna stick with that.
Yeah, arrest me, guys. Oh my goodness. So what stands out the most to you about the whole driving experience?
I was really shocked by the flappy paddles. If you've seen any of the other videos, I pretty much say that flappy paddles are stupid. And because I love the experience that a manual gives. But on this particular car, there's a weight behind the paddles. And the way that the car almost jumps when you shift, it's by far the most pleasing experience I've had with the flappy paddle gearbox. But yeah, I'd say that's the most kind of shocking experience for me.
See, now that's really interesting to me because it's like the first time that I've heard a diehard manual fan ever admit to liking a flappy paddle gearbox.
Well, and I think it's because we kind of live in this fear that if we like flappy paddles, then that means the industry will respond by saying, "Aha, you don't need manuals." But no, I wouldn't say that. I would just say that in terms of me testing them so far, that this has been the best, the cream of the crop for me. But yeah.
So best and worst feature thing about it.
Okay, the worst feature of the car, I would say, is it's kind of funny. I'll say serious and then funny first. The active exhaust is really kind of silly to me because it's a Porsche. It's a yellow Porsche. It's a Porsche GTS.
Yeah.
Right? And so with that, there's expectation for performance. With performance typically comes noise. I know there are hybrids that are fast, that are not loud, or electric vehicles that are fast and are not loud.
Oh, yeah.
But to me, if it's a Porsche, if it's a GTS, if it's a specifically screams performance, it should just be performance all the time. Why be able to turn it off in the name of what, luxury? So that's kind of the worst feature to me. Another annoying feature is that there's an optional fire extinguisher that sits in front of the passenger front seat. Well, it's a coupe, so that sits in front of the passenger seat. And I lost my cell phone, and for the life of me, I couldn't find it. And it's because it was absconded behind this fire extinguisher.
He's like, now how can I text while driving?
There's no way.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'd definitely say that the best feature is the way that it, the red line. I mean, 7,800 RPMs, it's amazing. And it climbs the whole time. And then when you blip the throttle, you just get shot back. So yeah, still a little iffy on the steering wheel being Alcantara. Because I'm just too poor for this.
Yeah, I know, right? This is like a whole nother world for me. Oh my goodness. So these Cayman GTS models, they'll go from 70 to 90 grand, which is again a lot for guys like us. But if you were to opt for one that's, say, has almost 100,000 miles on it, or is from 06 or 07, how much would that be?
Probably around 22,000. I think that's what they're going for.
Yeah.
Right now, right around that 20,000 mark. But I mean, you can't. I haven't found a Cayman, the Cayman GTS for cheaper than 79.
Wow.
So it's crazy.
Which is a lot of performance for the dollar. Speaking of power to value ratios, there are a lot of competitors to this car that pack a punch and might even be cheaper, like say the new Corvette. Is there anything in this segment that you think really can compete with it?
Well, I think the Corvette's interesting. Top Gear, I know, did a video on it, and the Corvette was couple seconds, I believe, quicker on the lap times. And so in terms of speed, there are faster things in the segment, but I think there's something to be said about the Porsche brand that I'm not a huge brand name person, but there's a certain type of gravitas that is associated with having a Porsche. I think another competitor for the Porsche, sadly, is the upcoming Cayman GT4. I think a lot of 2015 Cayman GTS owners are kind of sad because Porsche is coming out with something faster and better looking. So,
and that only comes with a manual gearbox too.
Does it?
Yeah, the GT4.
GT4 is only manual.
Oh yeah. Oh, and the sound.
3, 2, 1.
Thanks for watching the review. We will see you next time on Motornetics.